Did you know the only Portuguese restaurant in Los Angeles is in the San Fernando Valley? Today on Eat, Live, Love San Fernando Valley, we're in Sherman Oaks at Natas Pastries to try some authentic Portuguese food. The San Fernando Valley has a lot to offer. Amazing food, rich history, tons of community events, and amazing people and organizations. I'm Scott Himmelstein with the Scott Himmelstein Group, and this is Eat, Live, Love San Fernando Valley. Fatima, I'm really excited to be here. This is my first time here at Natas.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's an absolute pleasure. So, what is behind the name Natas?
Okay, so I'm from Portugal, born and raised in Lisbon, and 15 years or so ago, I'm like, what am I gonna do? You know, I've been doing so many things here in LA, but then I'm like, there's nothing Portuguese. Why don't I just do something Portuguese like a restaurant? I had no clue. It would be just too much for me. Let's start with a little bakery, you know. I don't know how to bake, so I went to Portugal, learned how to bake the most popular pastries of Portugal, Pastéis de Nata, and then I came here, hired a kitchen in like Van Nuys somewhere, and practiced there, give it to my neighbors, and start practicing that way till I find a way to create a little place. This is like 2005 I opened.
That's incredible. All right, so Natas, the name of Natas Pastries here. Tell me about where does the name come from?
Okay, so the pastries themselves, they're the signature pastry of Portugal, and in Portugal they're called Pastéis de Nata. So I was not gonna name the place Pastéis de Nata. And also in Lisbon, where I'm from, we just simply call them Natas, you know, because it's like the short for Pastéis de Nata, Natas. So I'm like, why don't just call it Natas Pastries?
And all of your pastries are so incredibly good. So obviously, besides Natas, you guys offer several other different types of pastries.
Yes, we do. So like I said, I didn't have the experience. I was not a baker. I was not a business owner. This was just like, I decided to do this from my heart and being challenged and crazy. And so at that time I hired another pastry chef, you know, to help me out with the business, obviously, and to make more pastries. I only knew how to make natas. So when I hired him, then they gave me all the insights of other things to do. Then I hired another baker from Portugal to come here. So that's kind of how we diversified and created so many things.
All right, so one of the things I'm gonna be trying today is the bacalhau con natas. So walk me through how you guys make it.
All right, so nata means cream. So that's why bacalhau con natas means cream. That's why natas means cream. So bacalhau, cod, dry cod, salt cod is very popular in Portugal. We have hundreds of ways of making bacalhau. So the bacalhau con natas is probably the most popular, and so is salt cod with cream and bechamel, which is a sauce based on cream as well. So that's why it's called bacalhau con natas.
All right, and the Francesinha, that's a very unique sandwich. And if anybody's gonna try it, you really need to bring your appetite.
Yes, it's called a sandwich, but it's really not a sandwich that you can eat with your hands. You have to have a knife, a steak knife, to eat that big sandwich. And coming over here, I changed some things. First of all, we're not serving steak, so I was not serving it with steak. I was serving it with chicken. That's what we still serve with chicken, bacon, ham, and Portuguese chorizo, Portuguese sausage. So we serve it with that. So it's layers of bread. Now in Portugal, they serve it with regular bread. What I do here, I serve it with the bread that we make, which is pão de leite, sweet bread, Portuguese sweet bread. So we make the bread here, and it's very fluffy, very soft, like a yellow bread. So it's layers of bread with the meats intertwined, with cheese on the top, then bakes in the oven, and we make on the side like a spicy sauce made of beer, you know, Portuguese beer, by the way, which is fantastic. And there's a little spice, a little peppery, and then we put it over, we serve it with French fries.
And of course, the egg on top.
The egg on top. You can have the egg or not, but with the egg, it just creates more of a umaminess.
Love it. Well, I'm excited to check out everything in the kitchen. Let's see how you guys do everything.
All right, come on in.
I'm excited to try this. I'm going to be diving into the bacalhau con natas. Again, the bacalhau con natas is salt cod sauteed with the potatoes and onions in the bechamel sauce. And the bechamel sauce gives it the thick creaminess that makes it so special. So let's dive into it. See if we can try a little bit of everything here. Quite delicious. So again, the bechamel sauce gives it that rich creaminess. And then you have the potatoes, the onion, and of course the chunks of the bacalhau. And the olives give it just a little bit of saltiness to give it a different bit of flavor. So that's really good. Highly recommend it. Very traditional Portuguese dish. So this is the nata, named after the namesake, the famous pastry from Portugal. So let's take a bite into it. I love for the nata that the crust is layered and crispy. So when you bite into it, you obviously taste that first outside layer, the flakiness, and then after diving into more layers, then you get the silkiness and the texture of the custard itself, which is quite generous. And then you had some powdered sugar and cinnamon added on top. Excellent flavor, to say the least. If you're looking to try authentic Portuguese food, then make sure you come and check out Natas Pastries in Sherman Oaks. They're located on Ventura Boulevard, just west of Fulton Avenue. If you like this episode and you enjoyed it, make sure you like it, share it, comment about it, so we can tell everybody about Natas Pastries, and we look forward to seeing you next time, as always, on Eat, Live, Love San Fernando Valley.